It's showtime!
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime! It's showtime!
It's showtime.
It's showtime!
It's showtime.
What is this?
Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly. Think.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole!
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
21 gigawatts!
Recorded somewhere in Cleveland, Ohio, you're listening to the Epic Radio Show with Epic Goldie and Tokar on the Epic Radio Network.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it
I am
going?
your host, Epic. We have Tokar over there.
Tokar in the
goddamn
house.
name. And we have Goldie sitting in the back.
In the corner, because I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You are grounded.
You've been very bad.
I'm so naughty.
So how is everyone's week?
It's really good. I have a confession I want to make while I'm in the corner. We were late getting here because we were catching Pokemon.
Are you fucking...
Not kidding at
They're
all.
special edition Halloween Pokemon.
They are. They're ghost Pokemon we didn't have.
You got to catch them all.
Pokemon.
You got to catch them all.
Like, I kind of feel like you guys are obsessed with it.
I'm not really obsessed with it, but if I'm in the mood for it, I'll play it.
Because,
once I start something, I can't stop. It's my brain.
Somebody brought to my attention that we do a lot of our pranks based on Pokemon, too. That's not a coincidence.
I never even noticed.
Yeah.
The Pokeburger.
But it's a fad right now.
It was when it first came out, like 2 years ago.
I still think
It's still popular.
I'm sure it is. I'm giving you shit, but
yeah, I seen a little kid last week at a restaurant with a Pokemon pajama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So I'm as cool
That's
as an
like a
8-year-old.
little kid in
Yeah.
Pokemon pajamas in public, and he shouldn't even be wearing.
But what else can
pajamas
we
in
Maybe
do?
I'll
public
get
anyways.
Pokemon pajamas.
What
for
other
public.
theme that we can do pranks based on?
Ghetto.
That's not ghetto. It's kind of like short bus stuff, but
It's kind of ghetto.
ghetto is when you just like wear your pajamas to the store and in public. If I really go out of my way
well,
to
that's
dress up
what
like
I'm
a
saying.
Pokemon,
That's what I thought
I'm
you were
just kind of
talking
like
about.
short bus.
That's what I thought you were talking about. I
No,
thought you were
I'm
saying,
talking about a full Pikachu costume.
Oh, costume. Okay.
I don't
Like-
even own my pajama bottoms.
Jeez. So you're basically saying like a onesie
Yeah.
and Jesus. You might be able to get on Wish.
I need help.
Oh man. So we have a couple changes to the show. I can't get a hold of our interview for today. Woo.
Boo. You're lame. Whoever you are.
Why did you choose a wildebeest? There's literally so many other things you could have chose for that.
You give this to him again?
No,
I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. Because
Here
I
we go.
can't do the... You're mostly on the laptop. You know?
I'm doing
I
nothing
control
over here.
like everything else. There you go. That's perfect sound for it. I control everything else, you know, and try to keep the show flowing.
I get it. We all have a part.
Yeah. That's his. And
Okay, I'm going to use it sparingly.
There you go. Yeah, just
Right.
use it sparingly. When we do have interviews, you could use it like twice during an interview.
Okay. All right.
And, you know, we'll go from there, man. You know, like, you just set your little favorites on there.
Oh, you can set my favorite.
You can set favorites. I can't explain it to you right this second, but you can set favorites.
I feel like you're talking to a 4-year-old. You can set favorites. Oh, yeah. Mama will explain it to you in a minute.
I wasn't trying to sound like that, but
Oh, totally.
Okay.
but I am trying
You
to
are the
explain
father
it to
of
him.
4, so
yes.
I get
So
it.
I do get it, yeah. Okay, so How's your dad doing?
He's resting. He's doing all right.
So explain that to people, because you did say you want to talk about, like...
Why would you say I want to talk about that? Well, no, I just wanted to mention, what I wanted to actually talk about. My father was in a car accident a few days ago, Wednesday. And, well, I guess it was last week. But here's the thing, regardless of whose fault it is, which is conflicting and the police just wrote it off as a no fault. But regardless of whose fault it is, let's put human life before vehicles. And the person that he was in the accident with got out of the car and was like literally trying to fight him, just screaming all these obscenities. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill your family. You're going to pay for my car. All these curse words, just being really nasty. It really pissed me off. Like, I didn't see the guy, but when we were on the phone with my father, we could hear him in the background. A stranger recorded it. Facebook is small. It got back to me. I seen it myself. I was livid. And then, like, the ambulance comes. Suddenly, his leg hurts, and he's so humble. But anyway, my father's concern, even though he was injured, was the people in the car. This person had young people in the car. Yeah. There were young people in the car that were hurt. Mm-hmm. They weren't wearing seatbelts.
Of course.
And yeah. So my dad, 3 broken ribs, bruised lung, swollen liver. And all he could say was, I hope those young girls were okay. Meanwhile, the person that was driving them is just livid, like ready to kill everybody.
That's stupid.
That human life is not as important as a car. That's what insurance is for.
Exactly. I mean, unless this asshole didn't have insurance,
Actually, he did. But I get it. And even if you don't have insurance, whose fault is that? It's your own.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know who he is, and I really want to punch him in the face, but I'm going to be civil and just call a lawyer.
Gotcha. I mean, in that situation, it should be left up to the courts,
Yeah, that's just how civilized people fight.
Exactly. They take advantage of
you get
legal
lawyers.
System.
You take advantage of the justice system if you can. I just wanted to mention that, like, you get into an accident or something, even if someone was doing something stupid, make sure everyone's okay before you get upset.
You know, another thing I hate too. A coworker of mine got fired like a while back. If you get into an accident with somebody and you say, "Oh no, I'm good," like, don't worry about it.
No, that's the worst thing you can do.
Well, what I'm saying though, if you do say that and you convince the other person, even though they're trying to, do the right thing, but you convince them like, okay, well, everyone's good, there's no damage, whatever, and then you call like 2 weeks later saying you demolished his car, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So petty.
A coworker, you end up getting fired over it too.
So he retaliated 2 weeks later? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, and because the driver didn't do what he was supposed to, which he should have knew better, obviously. But the guy literally is like, "Hey, don't worry about it." He had an expired tag, all this bullshit.
Right.
So
he's driving around illegally, so he's trying to let it go.
Anyways, yeah, he's going to let it go.
What
but
a
then
winner.
all of a sudden he calls like 2 weeks later saying, "Oh, you demolished my car. I'm injured, blah, blah, blah," trying to get money out of the company.
That's why
sounds like someone talked him into it.
Well, I'm just kind of putting this as a PSA to other people out there. Like,
don't be a
it
fucking
doesn't matter.
scumbag.
Even if the person drives off and leaves, call the fucking police.
Yeah, always report it.
Report it at least.
That's the problem. He was driving around illegally, so he didn't want to go to the police. Like,
exactly.
Just, get your fucking shit together.
Yeah, just follow the procedures.
Get your license, get your insurance, stop finding excuses, stop being a scumbag. If you have reinstatement fees, fucking pay them.
Exactly. I mean, I was, I had my license suspended for 2 or 3 years. I took the bus,
And these are repercussions of obviously bad decisions.
Yeah, I mean, it was stupid shit. Yeah. It wasn't nothing like crazy. It was just a failure to appear in another state.
Oh, I feel like just smacking you is so irresponsible.
I know.
You're not that person.
No, I know. I wasn't. Okay, so I'll explain this real quick so I don't look like a total
scumbag.
asshole. Yeah. So when I was in North Carolina, so like I'd say this is within 6 months of me moving back here. Okay, so I got pulled over. I was speeding or whatever. Okay, paid the ticket. Well, I was like in between jobs at the time, so it was. I think it was a little late when I was able to pay it. Mm-hmm. But they accepted it, never said anything. They suspended my license. Okay, so I get pulled over.
You don't even know they're suspended.
I don't exactly.
Right.
I get and so what happened was I got caught in a random checkpoint, and that's when I found out that they were suspended. You know, and then I had to have someone come pick up
Probably
the car.
had a warrant.
Yeah, whatever. So I didn't have a warrant
at
that
good.
point. At that point, I ended up having a warrant, but okay. But anyways, so the next day, I go to take care of everything, and I was pretty much by myself at the time, so I didn't really have anybody to rely on. So I went to drive to take care of this. Got pulled over again.
The
so
luck.
I had 2 driving under
my gosh.
suspensions.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the court date, once everything got done, the court date was the day after I was coming back here.
Oh.
I had already transferred everything from work, whatever. Or it was like the next week or something like that. But regardless, I was all set to come back here. So I called the courts. I said, hey, can my mom show up? Can my aunt? Can somebody appear on my behalf to take care of this? You know, this is just a stupid misunderstanding, okay? And they said, no, I have to appear in person.
Oh.
So after I had already paid my reinstatement, all that, went back to Cleveland, got suspended again. Then I got pulled over again. So my third driving under suspension.
You were not winning.
I was not winning. It was a bad
and that can
luck
be
time.
very frustrating and discouraging, and it can piss you off.
So the only way I was able to get my license back was I had to end up paying a lawyer. It was like $2,000, and they had to appear in North Carolina for me. They dropped it down to whatever, and the only stipulation was that I couldn't get pulled over without a license for 2 years. So once I did that, I reinstated, and I've been fine ever since. I haven't even had a speeding ticket since. That money is not even easy
to come up with.
What's that?
I said that's good because that money wouldn't even be easy to come up with.
Oh, it wasn't. I saved up for that shit. You know what I mean? It was like, it was horrible. Like, so that's why I'm telling people, like, it's not cool.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it to do stupid shit. Okay.
And we're off.
Perfect timing. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to try to contact one of Tow Car's friends. All right. See you in a minute. Alright, welcome back. So Tow Car, he has a little story about an accident he had. Two accidents. Tow Car? Does it sound?
Yeah,
Hello?
The first thing you do not want to do is don't drink and drive.
Please share your wisdom with us.
because I did it, and I'll admit, I was bad at doing this. I would just go to the bar, then I would just go in the car.
What did you do in between the bar and the car?
I would drive drunk, and that you shouldn't do it. And the one night, I think it was like it was a Tuesday, and Taco Tuesday was like somehow it was like a tradition.
Dude, Taco
So,
Tuesday
like that
was every
Lego
day
movie?
for you.
I don't like Taco Tuesday after the Lego movie.
But like Taco Tuesday was like the big tradition, and first I started Taco Tuesday at this place called the Post and Beam. Then I pregame my Taco Tuesday at the Post and Beam, and that started
Name
up.
dropping?
Well, anyways, I have
Can we get to the point of the story?
Okay.
I love when you tell stories.
Well, I have a
They
couple
drag
drinks.
on
They're like
for a while,
circles.
yeah.
And then I finally get to Taco Tuesday. And Taco Tuesday, they serve these big liters of beer. They call it, one of it's called a Dunkel. And it's like a dark German beer. Mm-hmm. So I had like 2 of them. Well, then the night's not over for me.
Not for you.
No,
Hell
2 liters. I go back to the Post. And what did I decide to drink at the Post? Long Island iced tea. 2 of them. And then, well, that's not enough. How about a Mexican stoplight? Mexican stoplight is like tequila, pickle juice, and like a little bit of hot sauce you put on your hand. Well, it's 1 o'clock, and they're telling me, no, John, you shouldn't really drive. You should just stay. Well, no, for some reason, I decided I want to go home. Next thing you know, I'm driving like around the Bidoff area, and I see a pole.
Did you see a pole?
You see a pole or you hit it?
I see it.
Did you talk to it before?
Why this?
Did you say, "Hey, pole, how you doing, buddy"?
Well, just say we introduced each other, and we became acquaintances. We would and next thing you know, I crash, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, my car cannot. I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss or not. You can block that out later. I'm like, dude, I'm screwed. So I try to back my car out of this pole that I hit, and my car is like totaled. Okay.
Pause for 1 second. Did you just fucking ask me if we're allowed to cuss on this show?
I didn't know the policies are like YouTube. And
Where have you been the past 8 shows?
Jesus
Womp, womp.
Christ. Are you going to be able to do this?
Have I been watching my
Okay,
mouth at all?
No, never.
Never.
I think you said fuckity fuck once.
I probably said it 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I'm trying to back out. I'm fucked. My car is totaled. I hit this pole. I'm fucked. I'm screwed. I'm like, holy shit.
Holy shit.
So
Can I say that?
I tried backing out. My car won't back out, and I'm just revving it really.
I don't think he's gonna go somewhere.
And next thing you know, I see the cops, and I'm like, I'm fucked. Well, anyways, they take me to the drunk tank.
How do you even remember any of that? You were so inebriated. Am I dead? Am I dead? Am I dead?
Just talking to the cops. I see the cops, and I remember I didn't have my seatbelt at the time. And I'm like, oh shit, there's the cops. I should buckle up.
You didn't have it on, or you just didn't have one in your car?
Because
I picture both scenarios with you.
I didn't have it on me. I wasn't wearing my seatbelt that I had in my car.
I didn't have it on me, or I just didn't have my seatbelt buckled.
Yeah.
I didn't
what's funny?
And he got his face smashed by the airbag.
Jeez. I picture Hiram rolling around in the car with no seatbelts. Like a car that he kind of
Don't
built
even get me
together
started on him.
and stuff,
Oh my
from
God.
other cars, like we used to do with the bikes.
No, but I remember he had this one old ass Cutlass, and he put a system in it, and had speakers in the doors, and he used to drive down the street doing this to the girls.
Oh my God.
And opening his doors, and they were laughing at him.
Hiram, dude,
I would sit in the back seat and die laughing.
Hiram's in his own world.
Sorry,
he is
don't give a
10
shit.
times cooler than everyone else.
True.
In his mind.
True. None of us can hold a candle.
I think what it is, he possibly could be 10 times cooler than everyone else. We just haven't got to that level yet.
He's definitely too cool for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Most people are, but he's my younger brother, but he was always like the older brother that you look up to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a cool dude, man.
Yeah, you need something. He's there for anybody and
Yeah.
everybody, but he'll beat the fuck out of you. You fuck him over.
I
so.
remember when he was trying to beat up my mom's ex-boyfriend.
He was like 10.
That was so funny. I know.
Oh, I have to find that letter that he wrote to my grandmother talking about it.
That's
and read
so
it on the
funny.
air.
Well,
Your mom's boyfriend was a piece of shit.
I want to get into, before we run out of time, the would you rather questions.
Okay.
Would you rather?
From our only one fan, Michael
Yeah.
James.
Yeah, Michael James is fucked up as mind.
Dude, who thinks like that, Michael?
This dude he blocked me from Facebook a while back
Who did?
because I was talking about meth on his page.
Michael?
Yes. I was talking about, I wasn't even talking about meth on his page. I think I made a comment about meth or something. He's like, "Oh, I had to block you. You're a little too crazy for me because I have pastors and blah
What?
blah blah."
Is this a religious man? And he's asking
Michael, really?
Yeah. I'm like, dude.
I read your would you rather questions.
Doesn't sound like a religious man to me.
No, I don't know. He's
Maybe
crazy.
it was a joke.
I'm still blocked.
Michael.
All right, so hold on one second.
Michael, we need you to call it and
So
explain this.
Tokar, I'm gonna give you this one. I'll answer it too. I don't give a shit.
I'll answer it too.
Would you rather have sex with a goat and nobody knows about it, or not have sex with a goat but everybody thinks you did?
You know what? I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I'd rather not have sex with a goat and this have it be.
That would be my answer.
I'm gonna fuck the goat. Fuck it. I mean,
I will never look at
I
you
say
the
who,
same
no matter
again.
what, anyone's gonna talk crap
I mean,
about you.
People talk.
you get a
whether
nice
you do or
goat,
don't.
you know what I'm saying? And that ass be backing up on the dick. No, I don't know.
I no longer want to be on
joking.
this radio show with you.
Oh, I'm joking. All right. So, you said no.
No, I'll just go ahead and let him think it.
Okay. There we go. Would you rather your bed sheets covered in stale French breadcrumbs or fresh dried cum stains for eternity?
Gross.
I'm going with the cum stains.
Cum stains? I mean,
What was the first
I
one?
can't stand breadcrumbs. I can't
Breadcrumbs.
stand anything on my bed sheets if I can feel it.
breadcrumbs in the sheets or cum stains?
Come on, all of you have slept in fucking cum stains before.
Hell yeah.
Depends who's the owner of it.
You're the owner
But
of
it did specify.
Then that's not bad because, I mean, it's your own. It's like,
As long as it's dry.
Yeah. The only way I would sleep in the French bread crumbs, whatever, if I rub myself with egg first and roll at it, it's like I'm breading a chicken. I don't know. I think that would be awesome for me.
but you know, only that, the breadcrumbs can lead to like animals and rats and all this other gross stuff.
I mean, maybe you're saving a snack for later.
I wouldn't eat it.
Get breadcrumbs up your ass and shit. Okay, so the last one, this motherfucker. I'm gonna answer this.
By the way, these are from the same person.
Yeah, these are for
the only person who talks to us.
someone owes you money for an upcoming show and never pays. Would you rather politely knock on his door during business hours and ask that he pays you the money, or roll up to his house at 3 a.m, blasting music and proceeding to throw 10 to 20 rocks through his window, screaming the entire time, "You owe me my $20, bitch"?
Hey!
Who's going to answer this?
Oh, who should I?
Well, seeing that this motherfucker is bringing up something that I actually did, I will say the second.
I like it. Go big or go home.
Well, technically, I did both. I politely asked for it first.
I was gonna say I would politely ask for it
then-
first, and then I would break your fucking kneecaps. There you go.
It was actually $5, not $20. And he was a part of that.
The one that blocked you for talking
Yeah.
about meth?
Mm-hmm.
Was he the driver in Getaway Car?
He was.
Oh, Michael.
You know who else was involved in that?
Joe.
Yeah, you guessed right.
Oh, that's your partner in crime.
Good
I
Maloney.
know. We've been all friends for years.
What you learn now, don't mess with that man's money.
I promise I will not rip you off for your $5.
Well, at the time, it was more about. It wasn't about the money.
I know, it's the principle.
Yeah, it was the
I get
principle of it. Dude was being a douchebag. I had fronted him like 2 or 3
Give
tickets.
me my money, bitch.
Yeah. And the thing is, it was only 3 rocks. And we did not coordinate this well. Because we all aimed for the same window.
Did the
man.
window break?
Yes.
Oh, did you have to pay for it? Which was more than
No,
$5.
nobody, they didn't know at the time. And this was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Now
would've
they
ran
learn
too.
now.
I bet whoever it is paid you your $5.
Trust me, I'm not going to pay for shit now. I mean, that shit was like, let's see, 16 years ago? The person don't even live in that apartment anymore. And the person, I don't even think I'm friends with them anymore on Facebook or any other type of media. It doesn't fucking matter.
Fuck 'em.
Even if he did, fuck you. You still
Yeah,
owe me
fuck you.
like
You fucked with my friend.
$10, dude. Like,
Broke ass.
'cause I forgot I fronted him 2 tickets.
Fuck him, bum.
They came out of my pocket, bitch.
What's his name?
We'll call him.
If you don't even say it, it's not worth it.
We'll call him Frank.
Let's call
'Cause
him
frankly, he's an asshole.
broke.
All right, well, that's it for this segment. We're about to take a break. When we come back, we'll have some crazy news.
Crazy stories. Dude.
And we got some other shit coming out. I don't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care. So, keep it locked, motherfuckers.
Peace.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Why do you always say welcome so sad and low?
I'm sorry. I hate my life.
She's like petting the mic now.
I'm so
Welcome.
miserable.
Like she's done
I
a
just
great
don't know
injustice.
what to say. Like, hey, everybody.
We got to be enthusiastic. Like, welcome to the greatest show on earth.
We're not Ringling Brothers.
You're
I'm kind of upset that we got played this morning by Young Trap and Little Ray.
weak.
I guess they don't want to see me grind.
Is Young Trap in a trap or something?
Oh.
I have no clue. Now, Young Trap is my little cousin. He hit me up a few weeks ago, saying, "Hey, I'm your cousin. I do music."
So is he really your cousin? Do you know him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's my cousin Chris's son.
Oh, okay.
So,
Can I make a comment about their names?
yeah.
It's just, I'm not saying like they're probably talented musicians, but it's just like rap music in general nowadays. They just have these cliche names like Young Thug, and
Trap.
Well, he is
Little.
super young, so it actually does fit him. Unlike some 40-year-olds that use young in front of their name.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
like
they
a
were young
comment.
when they started.
True.
It's just like nowadays rappers have to be little this and like young
Will Young
Thug,
Weezy be old Weezy then?
Or old geezer. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Little Boo, or
I
They just all
understand.
sound the same.
Little Pookie.
I
I mean,
agree.
why do they?
Little pokey.
And they look like cartoon characters now. You know, before rappers used to be scary, intimidated, like thugs and like tough and.
Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, though. I mean, when rappers were scary and tough, there's a lot more drama on the streets. But honestly, I think there's probably the same amount of drama no matter what.
Yeah, but it was
the
like,
rappers
Yeah,
are
you're
like.
contradicting
it
yourself.
wasn't like that. The music now seems like cheesy, and it seems like
I agree. Like, artists used to tell stories with their raps. Now they're just rapping with anything that rhymes, like
And
Nicki Minaj. I mean, she can flow, but she's not saying anything. She just, like, it's like
I
a
think for the
5-year-old.
most part, even Eminem's gotten that way.
Yeah, he's. I don't even get me started on that bum.
what's that rap group Mango or something? What do they call them? Where they're just like do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm in the club gonna drink or something. You can't understand what they're saying.
I have no
I don't
clue,
know what you're
but we
talking
gotta
about.
make that a single.
It's like
You guys should do it
in the club,
On the mic.
in the club, and I'm gonna drink. In the club, and I'm gonna drink, and there's this. I got more diamond and ice, and I'm so cold. It's something like that. You just listen to it. The girl
Do we
gonna
have
check
any
that
drunk
ass.
videos from Tokar?
It's something like
What?
you can't.
Do we have any drunk videos from Tokar?
You tell me.
It's like you hear
You're
some
the
like.
keeper of the Tokar drunk video.
Well, I mean, he did send us some photos.
we never got the
last
crazy
week.
news. God damn it!
We're gonna go
crazy
to the
news.
crazy
Did
news.
you post this on our Twitter?
No,
Why?
that must have been.
No, it's in our group.
Oh, I don't know. Crazy news, Goldie.
Okay.
God damn it.
Bomb, chicka, bomb, bomb. Okay. Robbers with hunting knives demand $1 from the store, then flee. This happened in Massachusetts. I hate that state. I think everybody there is just odd. Yeah, so they were Hispanic, possibly between the ages of 15 and 18.
No, they were wearing hoodies, but how
One
did
was
they know
wearing
they
a
were
red
Hispanic?
sweatshirt and a white shirt on top of it. What a genius. And the other one was wearing a white hooded sweatshirt. So,
Did he-
these seem like brilliant people.
Did he seem like he was a ghost
It was a
or
Boston
something?
market, which was even funnier.
No, it was a Brockton market in Delhi.
Brockton?
Brockton.
What the fuck? I thought it was a Boston market. Obviously, I can't read.
And they demanded a single dollar with a hunting knife.
Did they get the dollar? Does it say?
Doesn't actually specify that, but they fled. I don't know if they just did this for fun or if they were just really hard up for $1. But if you're going to rob someone and go to jail, make sure you get something good out of it.
Yeah, you can
Not
find it.
encouraging this.
Rob a Boston market. Maybe you get some good food out of it.
Don't fuck with Epic, though.
No.
He will show up at your house.
Or you can
Oh,
just
bricks
look on the
here,
ground
we're
and collect the coins, and it'll add up to $1 eventually.
You can beg for it.
Yeah, you.
I
All you
heard
had to,
panhandlers make good money.
Hell yeah.
No.
I heard that one of them makes like $100,000 a year.
Holy shit. Okay, so second story.
Sheriff's cadet uses dad's patrol
said
car.
sheriff.
I did.
Sheriff.
Uses dad patrol car to pull over his ex. Officials say the 22-year-old son of Florida sheriff's lieutenant took his father's unmarked car and used it to pull over his ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend. Oh, geez. So
That is hilarious. That is definitely something I would do.
Christopher Combs, who is a cadet in the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, where his father also worked, used flashing red and blue lights to stop the vehicle Saturday night. He ordered the boyfriend to get out of the vehicle. What a fucking idiot. Like, get over it. Move on.
Yeah.
Don't throw your life away over
I mean,
jealousy.
obviously, he got kicked out. He got fired.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, it was so worth it. Another
yeah.
winner.
I just think, to a certain degree, though, I think everybody could relate to that because I might have
How
done
the
that.
fuck do you relate to that? I don't steal police cars to pull people over.
Well, he didn't steal it.
I don't borrow them. I don't take them. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit. Just move on.
I don't know though. I had a stalking phase with one of my exes because I knew the bitch was lying. I just couldn't prove it.
Nowadays,
stalk
people
her.
just get on Facebook and stuff.
The one time I had a stalker.
She blocked me.
Yeah, but then they make new Facebooks and.
Yeah, I wasn't that dedicated. I'd rather stalk her.
You ever seen
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie The Cable Guy?
Yeah.
Well, this guy wanted me to go to the bar with him. I told him no. And I just ignored his call because he was just annoying. He couldn't accept no. I didn't want to go out.
Did he send pictures of him listening to Jimi Hendrix?
No, it's not that guy, but he'll come in like with his car and he'll have like these neon lights at the bottom and like he'll have a stereo system hooked up to his car. Like a home theater system.
Yeah.
And he'll use it as a stereo system in his car.
Oh my god. Yeah, I used to see people that did that. Like their radio in their car wouldn't work, so they'd use like the little portable boombox as their stereo. That's just so ghetto.
That's what he
It's like,
did.
get your fucking radio fixed. God damn. You could probably get one for like $80 at Walmart or something. Jesus Christ.
So he couldn't accept no, and so I was at my apartment, and he's just knocking on the door, and I just ignored it. And for like a half an hour, he's just like this. And then he'll stop, and he'll pretend that he's walking down the steps.
Oh my God, who does that?
And then 5 minutes
he
later...
really wanted to hang out with
What
you,
a
Tokar.
creep.
Dude, honest to God, then he would stop, and there would be like 5 minutes. What I did is I shut off the living room lights, and I shut off the lights in the house.
Wow.
And he'll knock, and then be like this. Like you
Oh
just
my
hear,
God.
you
Who
hear him
is
slowly,
this genius?
you hear him slowly creep down the steps, and then
Okay, third news story.
Baltimore workers remove fatberg of grease from the sewer pipe. So evidently in their sewer pipe there was a bunch of curdled grease, wet wipes, and other waste. That's pretty gross.
Yeah.
Fatberg,
It
Fatberg
literally-
right
24
ahead.
inches.
Yeah, it covered 85% of the pipe. So they had to use like industrial vacuum and like all this other
It caused
shit.
1 million gallons of sewage to overflow.
Yeah,
That's gross.
that's really gross. So let that be a lesson to everyone. I kind of did that as another PSA. Do not pour fucking grease down the drain.
We can't treat our toilets like our trash cans.
Well, I mean, we do shit in them.
It wasn't me. I'm
Yeah, but
just
you just
quoting
can't-
the article.
Yeah, but the thing is, people don't realize it has to go somewhere.
So don't throw pads in the toilet.
No,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
Let it go in a landfill and rot for thousands of years.
There's really no good way to get rid of trash.
Yeah.
You know,
there's
burning
not.
it, that's not good.
We can go back to like dinosaur ages and, just like be unsanitary, eat off the ground. And
Well, that's not what I'm saying either, but there's got to be
I think
some way.
Tokar is cool with that.
Will you eat off the floor?
Honest to God, I'm not really germophobic, and I would.
We should. One
Set
day
up a
we're going to
picnic
do
on a
that.
big
yeah,
rock.
we'll do that. One day I'll just throw some food
Well,
on the floor.
what about the chemicals in like the plastic that you use and all that? People don't think of it. They just worry about this is germs. What about all the chemicals and everything in the soap that they're using and at work, like there's people that are so germophobic. They after they wash their hands, they gotta get.
Because they exist. That's why people are germophobic. Because
But you gotta train your immune system.
no, that's not.
Your immune system.
There has
needs
to be a healthy medium because we're living longer than we were before we had all this stuff that you're referring to.
Yeah,
like
I mean-
people got they were dying from the plague. We don't die from the plague anymore.
Well, another thing too, even in the especially food service, hand washing.
That is
and
important.
Sanitizing of the tables and equipment. I mean, that's why a lot of people don't get food poisoning anymore.
Yeah.
Even like back in the day, like in New York, other butchers would sell like rotten meat to people. They would, diet.
No,
there was
I'm not
no
saying
regulations.
I'm not saying to be dirty, nasty, but I'm saying you don't have. It's okay if you clean the floor and it drops. It's fine.
No, there's
Are you one
the
of them
5-second rule's cool.
non-vaccinators?
Oh, don't get me started.
Are you against vaccination? Do you think they're causing more harm than good?
It's one of those things. I really don't know much research about it, but either way, it's environment versus the person, and it's how the person some people. Everyone has like different gene combinations. someone can smoke cigarettes nonstop and live to be like 100, and some people smoke a little bit of cigarettes and they get cancer right away. It's just...
I gotcha. Before we take a break, I would like to mention a YouTube comment that we got a couple days ago from Kimberly. She was commenting in response to a conversation we had about peeing outside and the elements being an issue. So I'm going to attempt to read this to you. Sorry if I fuck this up because...
He's slow.
Yeah, I'm a little slow and illiterate. So she wrote, I live in the country and one day me and my friends were on a trip to PA. Let me tell you, a good wind will get your girl's pants wet. I'm sorry, I ran it out a little bit.
It makes it sound like
I said that really fucked up. But
it makes it sound like she's turned on by the wind.
Yeah, she was not turned on. It was actual
It's legitimate
wetness.
urine.
Yeah. So basically, she said her friend had to pee real bad. They stopped by a row of trees next to a field. A good gush of wind came through. It missed her shoes, but ended up on the back of her pants. They were laughing at her so hard they couldn't tell her right away. She said, let me tell you, if Mother Nature wants to get you, she will. And for the electric fence, let's say while sitting around the campfire, her horse's fence was working. So as her drunk friend didn't believe in the whole electric fence thing, but yes, it will travel. Okay, so we're going to go on break. And when we come back, we're going to do the prank. All right.
All right, thank you.
Okay, welcome back.
Welcome back.
God damn it. I swear, I wish we could do this a little later in the day. I'm not a morning person at all.
I'm always going to be yawning. I
know.
have a baby. I'm tired.
Oh, cry me a river.
I'm tired of being tired. God bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you very much.
God bless the atheist.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm not an atheist.
We're gonna try to attempt this prank. I guess I'll do it.
You can do it this time.
I hope I don't laugh. I really suck when it comes to that. I don't know. I'm gonna call this giant eagle and ask if they carry tube steak.
They're like, hey, how's it going?
Should I do it in like a Jewish accent?
No.
Yeah, go.
No,
Just do it regular.
I don't even know if I can do a Jewish accent.
But be like super nice. Be like, hi, how are you today? So I was just wondering.
Play Jewish music in the background to get you in the
Oh, I'm good. Let's try this.
Thank
you.
Thank you for calling Dr. Eagle. This is Jen. Let me help you.
Yeah, could you connect me with the meat department, please?
Sure, one moment, please.
Hello, meat department.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm alright.
Some buddies of mine was, they told me to call you guys and ask if, you carried any tube steak.
Any what kind?
Tube steak?
What kind? Tube steak?
Yes.
Yeah, I got some tube steak.
You do?
All right, but you know we ain't got no tube.
All right, thank you, man. Should I try a different meat department?
Yeah, they might have some.
All right, thank you. All right.
I want you to call someone else. But I want you to not say my buddies because you kind of gave it away. I want you to be like, yeah, I'm having a party today and I'm having a hard time finding this. I need this for a special dish, this tube steak. Do you have it by chance?
All right, let me try it. It was still funny.
Yeah, dude, that had me in tears. Oh.
It was because he kept repeating it, too. That's what
He
fucked
knew.
me up.
Yeah, we got some tube steak.
By chance, is your name Michael James?
Yeah. Which is funny because he's the one that came up with that prank.
Right.
He's almost like a silent writer for the show.
Thank you for calling Shaker Heights Heinens. For store hours, press 1.
she's
For
raspy.
today's soups, press 2.
She
For
sounds like
employment
she smokes a
status,
pack a
press
day.
3.
Hell
Or please
yeah.
hold for customer service. Thank you.
Thanks for calling Heinens.
Good morning, this is Mary Ann. Can I help you?
Yeah, could you transfer me to the meat department, please?
Yes, hold on, please.
Thank you.
I bet you they were going to be so naive.
Yeah.
Meet Department Patrick speaking to help you.
Hi, how are you doing today?
All right, and yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm trying to make a special dish tonight, and I was wondering if you carried tube steak.
Tube steak?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
How much is it per pound?
$9.99 a pound.
What kind of package does it come in?
You can get it either separately, or you can get it in bulk. But they usually average around 6 inches in length, and about a pound and a half per.
All right, thank you so much. I'm going to come
You're
in and get
welcome.
that tube steak.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Why do you ask him to deliver and piss him off?
You should have asked the girth. What's the?
I couldn't hear what you said. You got to speak into the mic so I could hear you.
But well, can he hear us?
No.
The next,
Jeez.
the next one you should do is what's the girth of the?
Is it hard or soft?
I think he knew. I think he was
so.
playing along.
I think so.
That was the funniest shit ever. Oh man. No, I didn't hear what you said, and I didn't want to make it seem like I was pranking him by taking too long. You guys can just say whatever in the mics. They
Okay.
can't hear you. As long as you're not like screaming it, you know what I mean? Oh, I wanted to talk about how Tokar can't figure out Twitter. I thought that was hilarious the other night because I kept hearing buzzing by my head. And it was Tokar trying to find our Twitter. And he didn't realize that he had to put the @ symbol in front of Epic Music Radio, which I have not mentioned at all today. So follow us on Twitter at Epic Music Radio.
Otherwise, if you do Epic Music Network, it'll take you to the 30 different Twitter pages with like the similar name, and I just went through all Twitter.
Yeah, I looked this up. At least I thought I did.
Mhm.
And I've seen like we had like 30,000 followers. I was like, oh, look at us. And then I was like, wait, this can't be right. And I checked how I looked it up, and I was wrong.
Yeah.
And I looked up the right one, and I was like,
And we have
oh,
10,
look at my
yeah.
10 followers. I love
No,
all
but
10 of you.
Yeah, 10 gracious
Yay.
followers.
But
I am grateful for you 10,
Yeah.
though. I'm just pointing out that we are kind of losers.
well, on the Twitter scope, we're
Yeah.
doing okay on Facebook, and YouTube we're doing great. We got like almost 300 views in like a week and a half, and we've got 8 subscribers so far. I mean, in a week and a half, that's not bad. Twitter, we've had for a couple months though.
Yeah.
And we got 10
But
followers.
I think Twitter's just slow anyway. I mean, I've had a Twitter for like 5 years, and I probably have like 10 friends myself.
Instagram, we're killing it. We have like 300.
You know who followed me back on Instagram, but probably just follows everyone back?
Who?
Farrah Abraham from Teen Mom.
Yeah.
I feel so special.
You know, that's kind of cool.
You should get my wife in here to talk about that shit. I swear she loves that, and Catfish, and
Yeah, I
all
watch a
them
lot of
MTV
those.
shows. She
What's
loves them.
Catfish?
You know what catfish is. We have a certain friend that used to catfish everyone.
Didn't you? We talked about catfishing
He knows
one
what
day.
it is.
He knows
Sometimes
what the
I
fuck.
just smack
No,
it
I
right
said
in
a
the back.
TV show. I know what it means.
It's exactly. Then the TV show,
That's who
people are in love
created
with
the
someone.
term catfish.
Yeah, they're in love with someone via internet.
And
then they always find the other person always finds reasons that they can't meet up, and some of these go on for years.
Yeah.
And then so the show will contact these people and try to get in touch with them, take the person to meet them, and it's pretty much always not that person.
Yeah. Sometimes it is. Sometimes
Once
it
in a
isn't.
while,
Yeah, once in a
yeah.
while it is. I saw this one where they actually kind of catfished the catfishers. You know, like they both knew each other but acted like they didn't. They just wanted to meet up. They figured, okay, they'll pay for the plane.
Am I
and everything.
catfishing in this picture?
Yes. I don't think that's you.
That is me.
No, he put his face on that.
Yeah. Is that a catfish?
That's really bad.
That's not a catfish.
That's not a good Photoshop.
You know, a certain friend that's going to remain nameless because I don't feel like she even deserves to have her name said. You know that friend we had that would take Photoshop herself all the time to meet guys? That's kind of like catfishing.
Yeah,
but
she
usually
told
they
me-
use photos of someone else.
One of the guys wanted to meet her.
God damn it. I'm dying.
And somehow, I guess they put something where the guy was able to track her distance. Like how far away.
Oh, it was. What is that app? Tinder? And they say like they're 3.6 miles away or something. So she was telling them she was out of the country. That's why she couldn't meet him because she was a lot fatter than she portrayed.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You're lying because I'm seeing on the app you're only a few miles away from me."
Yeah.
She's like, I can't meet him till I lose weight.
Yeah, she said she wasn't ready. She had to.
Gotcha. So
Imaginary boyfriend.
we're going a little out of order, but I wanted to talk about this before we end the show. I wanted to talk about how the healthcare system takes advantage of sick people. Not all places do this, and not all the time, but a lot. Especially medical equipment. Charging thousands upon thousands of dollars for stuff that probably costs the same amount of money to build as your TV.
You know what? One of my jobs is like I inspect medical equipment.
Okay.
He's a quality control.
Yeah, I'm a quality inspector, and I think like the biggest problem, like why hospitals are so expensive is, or why people have problem with like healthcare and medical costs, is everything's so expensive and inflated in the medical industry.
I know. I mean,
Inflation, that's a good word.
I'm not really going to speak too much about this just because, sorry. Okay. Just because I'm kind of in that field myself.
Yeah, I can't.
I deliver
I don't wanna
medical
put my-
equipment or whatever. But I want to give a scenario that my boss actually gave me. So his father was, I'm not going to name the hospital, but he was checked into a hospital. And this hospital would not let you watch TV or use the phone incoming or outgoing, unless you had a credit card on file. It was $7.50 a day to watch TV, their whole like 23 channels, and like I don't know, maybe $1 or $2 per call. That's ridiculous. Because if you're sitting there in pain, you need something to keep your mind off it and not just staring at the ceiling for 24 hours a day. Like, I feel like it's a mental issue as well as a physical thing to be able to have these things. I don't know. Am I wrong with this? Goldie, am I boring you?
Okay, I do work in the medical field, and I will say that the cost of supplies are ridiculous. Because I help the doctor do ordering.
Yeah.
And it's really expensive. And then you wonder why your bill's so expensive. But even doctors or hospitals are charged an obscene amount of money for their supplies.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the companies actually supply these. I mean, it's always all about profit. It might cost $2 for a connector, and we charge $15.
Yeah, just an exam chair is
I mean,
$5,000.
I don't know for sure what we charge or anything like that. I'm not saying that I don't have any idea, but I know it's usually like triple.
Yeah.
Probably what it costs to make it. So that's our show for today.
Thank you for listening.
Oh, snap.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening. Is that more enthusiastic?
Well, no, what I'm saying is you didn't say thanks for watching this time. I mean, we are on YouTube,
I'm breaking
so it's
the
almost
habit.
passable, but...
And we're not actually being watched, per se.
I mean,
You don't need
maybe
your
by
eyes.
the government we are, but... especially Goldie over here.
What?
I don't know. All right. We'll see you guys next week. Next week is our Halloween show, isn't it?
I think so.
Bye, motherfuckers. Keep it epic.
And comment on anything you want to agree with
Talk
or
to us.
disagree.
Give us something to talk about.
We need some feedback.
We're lame.
Dear Mr. President, there are too many states nowadays. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot.
Oh, wow, that was terrible.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Go!
That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and the fear of losing my job, but you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy?
That's all, folks.